Welcome to City Limits, the show that explores the fun, fascinating people and places in cities just like yours. In Costa Mesa, we check out how the OC Japan Fair brings the food, culture, and tradition from the land of the rising sun to Southern California. But first, we'll follow the massively popular esports phenomenon to Anaheim, California, where a multi-continent spanning festival takes a broader approach towards the video gaming lifestyle. Time to go into full screen mode because City Limits starts right now. DreamHack is renowned for their large-scale LAN events and esports competitions, but a lot's been added to the DreamHack experience since its humble beginnings in Sweden over 26 years ago. Boasting indie and tabletop gaming, cosplay championships, live music concerts, and even 24-hour LAN gaming, this event brings the gamer's lifestyle together in a single place.
We have the PC market, the gaming market, the esports market. We have these pockets, if you will. So we wanted to embrace the festival approach as we kind of expand and go, like any company, what's next, right? So what we've been doing lately is kind of, one, how far can we broaden the verticals of gaming? So we brought in indie games and tabletop games and art galleries and, pitch competitions and student activities, kind of just showing how gaming intersects in other areas of our lives, small or big, and where it all starts and how it all comes into concept, stuff like that. And then we really wanted to go, okay, let's not stop there. Gamers do other things than just game. What other hobbies besides gaming that we can still kind of keep that gaming umbrella, right? So it's like, okay, as a gamer, what kind of music do they listen to? Besides gaming music in terms of soundtracks, stuff like that. Most of them listen to high energy, right? EDM, metal, stuff like that. That's what they'll play a game to, stuff like, so how do we, okay, let's bring in that type of music and book those kind of acts because it's still under the gaming lens of what they like. We always ask the question, what do gamers like? If they like this, we bring it in. If they don't, we don't.
Cosplay and tabletop gaming are a part of DreamHack. But what happens when you combine the two? You get someone like Dana Fisher, who cosplayed for the day while also competing in Magic the Gathering.
I play in big tournaments and I'm one of the youngest. I have been the youngest to make the second day of a tournament and I have been the youngest to cash a tournament. I just like the aspect of it, how complicated the game is, how much it helps me in school, and I like traveling around, seeing different places. Don't worry what other people will think. People have been kind generally to me, so and if you want, and you gotta do what you want to do, and don't hold back because of other people.
Good advice, Dana, and believe me, there'll be no holding us back at our next stop, the OC Japan Fair in Costa Mesa, California.
OC Japan Fair was initially started with the intentions of sharing and spreading the Japanese culture, everything from food, music, toys, anime, all that we represent, to just share it with the California community. And I think it was started in 2009, and this is our 11th festival. I think, with COVID, people have been repressed, so we have been waiting for something fun and cultural to do. So the turnout has been amazing.
So we have indoors, we have some vendors, outdoors we have some food, and some special events going on.
Actually, some of the vendors are Japanese, most of them I feel like, because I would say something in Japanese and they're like, oh, I'm Japanese. I'm like, oh, cool. So I get really hyped up about it. Where else in SoCal would you go find Japanese food and Japanese merchandise? Let's go. It's only every now and then that this thing happens, so let's go.
I noticed that they were selling kimonos and they actually dress you up themselves to experience that culture. I did see a maid cafe just around the corner. It looks very fun, very energetic, and it had lovely drinks. And it's kind of hot outside, so it would be something that I would like to try today.
Today we'll go do noodles, right?
Yeah, probably.
And some of their stuffed pancakes, the fishy thing. And,
Wagyu steak is also...
Yeah,
I think she's talking about takoyaki.
I do not know any of the names, so sorry about that.
I don't even know if I pronounced it.
Those are yum. Oh my gosh.
sitting here and not getting to go to all the food vendors and eat all day, it's like torture, especially when I have like the yakitori smoke coming this way. But yeah, whenever I have a little break, I'm visiting all the vendors and trying all the food.
And what a coincidence that here at City Limits, one of our favorite things to do is also try all of the food.
Well, the name of the setup here is called Rockin' Gyoza. So we obviously sell the gyozas, and not just gyozas that we sell. We also sell tempura green beans, meatballs, spring rolls, and we also have tempura ice cream. What you're going to be having is a gyoza that has our own recipe of the sauce, which is the hot garlic butter. It's one of our most popular. We're also going to have you try the gyoza that has a mango habanero sauce, which made us popular on TikTok, that had about over 1 million views, that someone posted it on TikTok. So that became like really the most popular sauce ever. So yeah, you're going to be trying those two, and I'm pretty sure you guys are going to love it.
From gyoza that's rockin' to desserts that are bully in a good way, we sample some sweet treats from Mr. Bully.
So first of all, we had a lot of American bully dogs, and then this logo itself is our own pet. We drew our picture of our dog and sent it over, and we wanted, since our dog is part of our family, we made it a part of a logo and we called it Mr. Bully. We made an American twist of the Japanese food taiyaki. So taiyaki is very common in the Japanese. It's a pastry type of dessert. And usually the original taiyaki contains red bean inside. But what we did to make it an American twist is add custard and Nutella in it. We thought of a light bulb shaped slushie, which everyone thinks is like fantastic. And everyone carries it around. It lights up at night. So it's a really good night market kind of vibe.
Speaking of vibes, what outlook did attendees we spoke to have about the Japan Fair overall?
It's definitely not as much as what you would actually expect in Japan. I know that for sure. It's just a little like crumb of it. So if you come here and you really enjoy it, you want more and more and more. So I think it's a really nice encouragement to actually go check it out.
Yeah,
Teaser like, hey,
exactly.
like you should come to like the OC Japan Fair, like, oh, like try this food, these are the figures, try out their clothes, and then eventually it'll definitely pique more interest in
Lo and
actually
behold, you're looking for apartments in Japan.
Yeah,
As sure as the sun sets in the land of the rising sun, so too has our time at the OC Japan Fair dropped below the horizon, at least until next year. If there's a point of interest or an interesting person in your town, don't be surprised if our crew rolls up to see for ourselves just what the buzz is all about. For City Limits, I'm Alan Bosoyahe. Visit us on eaglenewslive.com and follow us on Eagle News Live YouTube, Eagle News Live Facebook, and on Twitter at Eagle News Live.